What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. And today's battle is a little bit of a short one, so you're gonna have to bear with me, I guess, or just deal with the fact that it's short. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, before we get into the teams for today, just want to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches that magical number of 60 likes, we're going to continue to bring you these lovely daily double Wi-Fi battle uploads and all of that fun stuff. Now, I'm bringing a team that you've seen before. We've got the Abomasnow, Glaceon, Heracross, Choice Scarfed, by the way, Choice Specs, Jolteon, Utility Claydol, and then Alakazam. Not Mega, by the way. My opponent is bringing Blastoise, Haxorus, Sceptile, Toxicroak, Typhlosion, and Aggron. So, on both sides, a lot of UU and below Pokemon. I do have the Alakazam, which is definitely OU. He has his Haxorus, which is definitely OU. But other than that, we've got all underused Pokemon. So, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting indeed. And there's really not too much to say here. He's got quite a few Pokemon that can be potentially Mega Evolutions. Well, no, maybe not. I guess just the two. He's got Blastoise and Aggron. On my side, I could potentially have the Heracross and I guess the Abomasnow. But it turns out that I have neither. Because I don't bring Megas to battles too often. To be perfectly honest, I really don't. Most of the time, I just play without them. Just because I feel like that's too limiting to assume that you always have to have a Mega. You can play and you can win and you can be competitive without a Mega every single time. It's definitely possible. So we're going to start off with the Abomasnow here. And our opponent's going to start off with the Aggron. So that's a little bit of a bad matchup for me. So I'm going to switch out because if he wants to go for a Stone Edge, that'll be super effective. Or Head Smash, that would be super effective. Heavy Slam, Iron Tail, Iron Head, it's all super effective. Decides to go for the Superpower, and that's going to be not very effective on Claydol, so that ended up being a good switch for me. He's going to get his attack and defense dropped due to that move, so that works out very nicely for me. That works out in my favor. And we're both going to get buffeted by the Hail, but of course I have the leftovers, and I don't think that he has the leftovers. I'm not entirely positive. No leftovers. He's just going to go for the Heavy Slam here, so he does outspeed. And Claydol's just slow as balls to begin with. And I have no investment, obviously. So I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks here, break any potential Focus Sashes. It's going to do some decent damage to that Typhlosion as well, so it's just a good idea for me to have them up. And we're both going to be buffeted by the Hail again, which is a bit unfortunate. But for him, I guess, because I get that back in Lefty's recovery. Well, he does not. So he's going to go for the Heavy Slam yet again. And that's doing some decent damage, to a Claydol for having your Pokemon be at -1. So if he was at neutral, he'd probably be dead at this point, to be honest. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. There's no reason for me not to. He's proven that he wants to stay in. So I'm just going to KO this thing. So Utility Claydol getting a kill from almost full health on an Aggron, no less. So I'm proud of the way Claydol performed in this match. In comes the Blastoise, and I'm thinking immediately Rapid Spin is on its way, and he just goes for the Aqua Tail to get rid of Claydol first. He knows that he's going to outspeed, and he doesn't want to risk, me setting the rocks up again or anything like that. That I can understand. So he's going to get hurt by the Hail, and I'm thinking I need to kill it before it can Rapid Spin, since he didn't take the opportunity. So I'm going to go into Ohm and go for the Volt Switch. This is Choice Specs. And Blastoise is not going to be able to stand up to that. Gets a crit. I do not think that mattered. If he was Mega, it might, because I'm pretty sure he gets a buff in his defenses. But he was not Mega, so I do not think that mattered too much. But I could be wrong. Feel free to prove me wrong with the calc in the comment section if I am indeed wrong about that. And I will eat my words. I will eat them. I don't know. It'll be gross, but I'll eat them. So in comes the Typhlosion, and I've got my Glaceon out here, so that is kind of a bad matchup for me. I need to switch back out, so I'm going to go into my Jolteon, and he goes for the Fire Blast, which misses. Now that is unfortunate. That is Haxy, because Fire Blast has an 85% accuracy rating. Why is it just missing on the first time you use it? That's ridiculous. So I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here, and that doesn't quite take this Typhlosion out. And I don't even think that's in a range where Hail is going to kill it, to be honest. So I'm going to switch into Alakazam here as he goes for the Fire Blast, and I know I'm going to be able to take that. It's not incredibly well, but I'll be able to take it. I have 28 HP left, and there's the Hail damage. Not quite enough to take him out. And he's just going to withdraw here, and I don't understand that play because the Typhlosion is as good as dead when it comes back in due to the rocks. And due to the fact that Blastoise is gone and there's no way for him to rapid spin them away, so I guess he's just conceding that Typhlosion is done for. Anyway, I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. And I guess I should have went for the Psychic here because this Shadow Ball comes so close to killing this Haxorus and the Hail Stop, so he's going to be sticking around. But I do outspeed, and Haxorus doesn't really get any priority that I know of, so this Haxorus just goes down. And it's a shame because Haxorus's shiny sprite is just absolutely amazing. And I guess it's not a sprite anymore, it's a model. But still, the shiny coloring, that black and the red is just, oh, it's so fantastic. In comes the Sceptile. Gonna hit him up with a Psyshock. That just flat out takes him out after the Stealth Rocks. So that works for me. And in comes the Typhlosion again. And as I mentioned, the rocks are just going to kill this thing. So he's going to go down as well. And I believe he has one more Pokemon after this? He has the Toxicroak, that is right. And that is not a good matchup for him whatsoever. If he has the Sucker Punch, he could be in a better position, I guess. But he either doesn't have it or just decides to not go for it at this point. So the Psyshock is going to take out this Toxicroak, and that's going to be the end of the battle. So I know, like I said, very short battles, only about 12 or 13 turns. And I honestly don't even know what the score was. Was it 5-0? How many Pokemon did I lose? I don't even know. I feel like Claydol died. Maybe it was a 5-0. Does not matter. As I always say, the score is meaningless. It's about what happens in the match. And I really just... And sometimes it's not even about that. Sometimes it's just, cool to see some different Pokemon. And that's really what this came down to. Is we got to see some really interesting Pokemon some that you only see really in the Mega forms, in Blastoise and Aggron especially. You don't really see them run as just normal Pokemon anymore. You almost always see them run as their Mega Evolution, so that was cool. And yeah, just overall, just a fun battle. And hopefully we can have another one at some point. I don't remember where I got this battle from. Probably Twitter. It's bad. I have so many people, trying to get me to battle them that I can't keep, what your online name is, your Twitter name, your YouTube name, and, what your name is in the game, all straight sometimes, especially if they're different. It's I get completely confused and lost about what's going on because I can't keep things in my own life straight a lot of the time, so trying to keep other things straight is just too much sometimes for me, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's going to be it for this time, guys, so thank you very much for watching, as always, and do not forget to leave a like on this video. Remember, if we get up to 60 likes, going to continue those double daily Wi-Fi battle uploads, so hopefully we can meet that goal, and I will see you guys for the next battle, but until then, game on.